Hi everyone, it's me from my channel, and today we're going to make the best eggless fluffy bread recipe. It has gone be so good, and it has perfect for all of those people out there that can not eat eggs for whatever reason. But I think even people that can eat eggs will prefer this because it is just so darn good. Alright, before we get started, if you are brand new here and you're not yet subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you do get a chance, please leave a thumbs up because that really does help me out. And finally, you can chat with me directly by following me on social media. You can also follow me on another social media platform. I share lots of cool stuff over there too. So that is my life outside of YouTube. But I wanted to let you know that, okay, now let's get into the video. Let's make this bread. This recipe was inspired by a popular food blogger. So, first things first, we want to get all of our ingredients measured out and ready to go. This is one of those recipes that comes together pretty quick, but you have to be ready to go and you have to move fast. So the first thing that we're going to do is grab a large bowl. I'm using my stand mixer with the dough hook on. If you don't have a dough hook, don't worry. You can use your hands. I have done this with my hands plenty of times. So I've got my dough hook on low. We're going to add in 4 cups of flour. That's right, 4 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 3 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and then 1 teaspoon of ground flaxseed. Now that's optional. I like adding that in for some extra fiber and protein. Then we're going to pour in about 1 and 2 cups of warm water. I try not to make my water too hot because I don't want to kill the yeast. So I usually use warm water, not boiling hot. You're going to add in 6 tablespoons of butter. That's 3 ounces of butter and then 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Again, this recipe is inspired by another food blogger. I'll put her picture up there. I love her recipes. So this is what you want to see. It looks like this. Once you have everything in there, you're going to mix it on low speed until it starts coming together. Then you're going to turn it up to medium speed and mix it for about 5 minutes. Again, if you don't have a stand mixer, you can totally make this by hand. It's just going to take a little bit more effort. It's going to take you a little longer, but you can definitely do it. All right, so this is what you want to end up with after mixing it for 5 minutes. It should look like this. It should feel like this. It is gonna be a little sticky still because we gonna add more flour to it. So we just gonna
turn it down to low speed again, and we gonna start adding in 1/2 a cup of flour at a time.
Okay, so I added in 1/2 a cup of flour. You can see it starting to pull away from the sides of the bowl. Now we're gonna continue mixing it on low speed and adding in that remaining flour.
Now, once you have the dough out of the bowl,
you gonna set it on a lightly floured surface, and you gonna roll it out to be about 1/2 inch thick. Once you have even pieces, you gonna roll them out, and then you gonna tuck it in. So it doesn't unravel in cooking, then you're gonna roll it out and tuck it in. See what I mean? Roll it out, tuck it in. You're gonna roll those suckers out and tuck it in. You gonna take your rolling pin and you gonna roll it out to about 12 by 6 inches. You wanna make sure that they're all even? You wanna make sure that they're all the same size? I know I could probably fit more in this pan. I have done that before, but then I have to cook them longer. I like to do 6 in the pan at a time because I feel like I get the best results that way. I'm not waiting forever for them to cook and they come out perfect every single time. So you're gonna take your greased 9 by 5 inch loaf pan and you're gonna spray it with some nonstick spray, or you can grease it however you like to do. And then you're gonna place them in the pan. Now, if you do want to add more, you can add more. Just know that you gonna have to bake them longer and you may have to rotate your pans halfway through. But for me, I like to do 6 at a time. You gonna cover them and let them rise in a warm place for about 1 hour or until doubled in size. All right, I let these rise for a little bit longer sometimes because I am impatient. So don't be afraid to let them rise for 15 minutes longer if you need to. You'll know when they're ready when they look like this.
All right, so here's my little trick that I learned last time I made these.
I went ahead and sprayed the tops with some nonstick spray. And then I used some parchment paper and I cut it a little bigger than the pan. So I put the ends hanging over, and then that way I can just pull it right out. I don't have to worry about getting it out of the pan. It works really well.
So after you let it rise, you're gonna take a sharp knife and you're gonna go across the top.
Yuriga na, take your oven mitts and Yuriga na, preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Yuriga na, bake it for 30 to 35 minutes or until it sounds hollow when you tap the bottom of it. All right, once it's done baking, Yuriga na, take it out of the oven and Yuriga na, immediately take it out of the pan. This is where that parchment paper comes in handy. Yuriga na, let it cool on a wire rack and then Yuriga na, slice it in Yuriga na. Enjoy? I promise you, you will not be disappointed. This bread is so light and fluffy and delicious. It's perfect for French toast. It's perfect with some butter and jam. It is perfect for anything. It is so good. So, give this recipe a try. Let me know how you like it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.